Thanks for joining the podcast. Okay, I don't even know if we have a name
We don't.
for the show.
We don't even have a name.
We could call it the New Game Plus podcast, but it's already been made abundantly clear to us that was a bad choice to name the channel because there's so many New Game Pluses out there.
Oh yeah,
Game
turns
Over.
out-
Also, in hindsight, Game Over would have been a Game Over Productions. I feel like would have been a better name. Maybe the Game Over podcast.
dude. Yeah. There were so many ways around it. We pulled the trigger too quick, and that's what we get for it. Just fucking.
Now we're getting boofed by the SEO, but that's fine. Actually, we have rebranded now a
Whatever.
third time as New Gay Plus Productions. And
Yes,
guys,
for the week or month.
for the month, yeah. So we got
For the month.
at the time of filming this, we got really only about a week left of Pride. And guys, if you want to celebrate Pride with us, go ahead and let us know what the gayest thing you've ever done in the comment section below. Now we're gonna get into this this podcast. So we're talking, and it would be nice to do this podcast more regularly. If we're gonna do that, we should probably come up with a name for it at some point, and a hook.
And a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we were thinking about doing this more regularly. It'd be cool if we could do it on like a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and it'd be a little bit more structured with like things planned out in advance and like different segments or whatever. And we kind of came up. I mean, we have stuff prepared for this show, but this one's going to be a little bit more flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This is this is the best type of show, right? We always come through on these shows where we just fucking mumble on through, and that's what I'm ready to do for all you pay pigs out there. Bumble through my fucking stuff.
I'm ready to give this the most minimal effort possible.
This is it, the most minimal
And for
effort
the three of you that will watch this video, I want you to know I
that
do appreciate
maybe
it.
watch us. Yeah. I'll sip my straw like provocatively.
We still got to get that like sexual angle going here.
Yeah, and as much as everybody wants to see one of us do the brain or the goat, like it's over with.
What's the brain?
Oh man, you don't know what either one is. You ever watch Waiting? Shut up. Get out of here. You don't know what the goat is or the brain?
I'm
Dude.
guessing. Is it when you spread your balls out for people?
So you bend over and then you spread your skin in the bat wing. It looks like a bat wing. You ever see what Google what a bat wing
I
looks
know
like.
what about. Do you want me to share that on the show?
No, not a Rule 32 bat wing, but like what this is veiny bat wing, or the brain is where you take and you squeeze your nuts really tight. You don't know what any of that is.
Why would I know what any of these things are?
Because if you watched Waiting, you would know about the nut game. Did you ever watch The Waiting?
I do Batwing.
Batwing. There it is. Look at that. And you don't see. Look for a veiny triumphant Batwing. Type in that. Happy Pride Month, veiny Batwing.
All right, okay, let's not connect
Oh
that.
yeah, so yeah, just connect the dots, like the one up in the top corner there, where it's like red. It's in the right. Yeah, that one. Think of it that way.
Is that what your ball sack? Is that what ball sacks look like?
No, dude, that's why you gotta you take your skin and you stretch it out like silly putty, man. You gotta get the game. And if somebody stares at it, you kick them in the ass. Didn't you ever play that game?
I'm desperately trying to figure out how to stop sharing my screen right now. Oh, here we go. Okay. No, did I ever show my balls to friends? No, I didn't engage in a lot of that behavior. I was constantly asking to see my friends' balls, though. And
That's how the game also works, maybe.
that was my own kind of Batwing.
But yeah,
That was my. I called it Darkwing. I wanted a Darkwing Duck on. That's when you ask your friends relentlessly to show you their balls.
Just make sure everything's good. Yeah, dude. The Waiting in the movie Waiting, you gotta watch it if you want just dumb humor. But like one of them is where one of them they call it the goat. You bend over and then you tuck your balls on the other side where it is, and it looks like a goat. No, man, you gotta watch the movie. You're missing out. And anybody that's listening to this,
like a goat? I don't even understand that.
Because if your legs are here, right, and this is your backside, here's your backside, and then your nuts are there off your backside. You took them out that way. It looks like a goat. Come on, man.
This isn't. This is. I don't think YouTube is super fond of this. And we are trying to pivot into doing child content.
Oh yeah.
We have decided to become a Spider-Man and Elsa YouTube channel.
It's probably how we'll get the most.
I think we all know who's going to be Elsa.
But let's face it, Blippi. His name before he was Blippi was Skeezy Steve, and he did a song about getting defecated on. And so he went from that. Right now? You don't know who Blippi is? Blippi's like this child. You don't have kids, so you don't know. But he is like this child messiah, dude. He is like Jesus for children. And like he goes in, he's like, hey, my name's Blippi, and he's got glasses and like this whole fucking setup. Dude, before he and so you're gonna look at this now. Before he became this child icon, he went by the name Skeezy Steve, and he fucking did these crazy parody songs, and one of them, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like about getting defecated on.
Are you serious?
Like shit on. Yeah, and then they found this stuff out, and this is his dark days of YouTube, right? And then they figure this shit out, and he's like, I'm sorry, I was young, I was trying to be a comedian, and this is Blippi, dude. This is fucking Blippi.
This is fucking Blippi. Hold on, let me give you some audio.
Yep.
So this is what? This is some kid, like a kid's TV show? This isn't for adults.
Yeah.
This isn't for adults.
Dude, you can watch this as an adult. This guy.
You're telling me with dance moves like that, this is an adult entertainment?
Dude, if you got really, 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 really high, this show is it. He will teach you everything.
If you get really, really high and try to have sex, Blippi will come out of the closet and devour your soul.
Dude, but I'm telling you, Blippi, man. It's so crazy.
Okay, so what are you saying? He used to do adult...
So before he did this kid show,
video. It's just Blippi fucking a chick.
Dude, no.
Shit. Hold on, I don't want to just watch some other dude's video. So what was the video? Was about defecation?
So basically, before that, he was trying to be a comedian. Type in. So that's why that guy's got that poop thing. The kid YouTuber used to the up S on people. Right there, the one that says God is dead. So, yeah. No, it was the other one. That one. No, yeah, that one.
No, we can't just watch
No, we're not gonna do it. But the gist of the matter of the fact is that this guy, before he did all this, videos about shit. His name was Skeezy Steve or Blippi.
Well, that's what we need to know. Skeezy Steve.
Skeezy Steve. Sleazy Steve. One of those. Yeah.
You think he took all his stuff down?
Oh, yeah, 100% he did. Guaranteed. Because parents got up in arms because of it. If you... Yeah. What is it? Yes, I did make gross out comedy videos when I was in my early 20s, long before I started Blippi. So, yeah.
So so this is the dude, right?
That's the dude. And he... Oh, yeah, HarlemShakePoop.com. So he did the Harlem Shake about poop. Dude, and his stuff. He was trying to make... What did he do with the Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake. He made a song about Harlem Shake, but it was about getting pooped on. Yeah, they probably took it all down.
But it's this. He should be able to still find it though. Everything should live forever.
You would think so.
Harlem Shake poop song. Harlem Shake poop. What is that? Oh, is people reacting to it? Okay, that's what we're looking for.
Regrets viral video. You will never get. Oh, maybe on Reddit. Reddit's the dark interwebs.
Guys, we're gonna boot up Tor in a second here. I want to see this video,
dude. But I'm telling you.
So what does this guy work for Nickelodeon or something?
He's got his own production company, man. Yo, he started making these kids videos, and
ladies
it just
and gentlemen,
blew up.
We got him.
No way. I've never heard this song, by the way.
Oh my god. Dude, what?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Dude, if this is literally, I've never seen this. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Blippi, no! Blippi, don't! No, God, Blippi, no, please! Blippi, don't! Blippi, the children are watching. Please don't. Blippi, no! Oh my God, that wasn't an effect.
No.
That wasn't an effect. I think he actually like just shit on that dude.
Oh. Oh, he did. Yes.
Okay, all right, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop streaming that. All right, that's Blippi, everybody. We got to the bottom of that one. Holy shit, dude.
Well, you might have to edit that out. I've never seen it. I've just never seen it.
You don't think YouTube's gonna be cool with that?
No, I don't think YouTube's gonna be absolutely cool. I thought it was fake. Yo, so that motherfucker, he is the richest person ever. And he shit on somebody. So how come our videos, we have never shit on one of our people once?
We really don't do any kind of like poop humor or anything like that.
No, anything gross or anything
it's
like
all,
that.
It's all sex and racism. We steer clear of pot of humor.
Dude. So yeah, shoot.
Dude, that's crazy. So anyways, it's always like with the Nickelodeon executives, like it's always like these people that are like make it big in the arena of kids content. Like they always have these like really weird kind of like seedy backgrounds. And it's always like, well, why are you the ones getting involved with kids?
Yeah.
And I think what it is that it's a type of personality that just wants to be famous at any cost, and so they try everything, and eventually they're like, all right, I'll try doing like
they land the hook. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's crazy. I've never seen that video, and we definitely can't put that video up. You can probably get our reactions. That is gonna be it.
You're telling me we can't upload this podcast, we can't clip this and call it Blippi Exposed.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody else did. Nah, he literally just had a child, so you know that, like you said, that stuff.
So I gotta respect him. I can't share his fucking shit video now. Now that he has a kid, I have to be nice to him.
He's gotten me out of a couple of jams, his videos, not the Harlem shit one, but his actual Blippi stuff, which I'm like, oh, that's actually really catchy. Good for you. And then I read this article and I was like, what? Cool. This guy's great. He went from being
you're taking this a total different direction. You think this guy's like even better now. Listen, I'm pro Blippi. I just want to be clear.
Yeah. Dude, but that's I guess the big thing is Blippi. He makes it.
We need to do a poop parody of some kind.
I guess so, and then do children's music videos after the fact, and we got it.
Yeah, what's the biggest meme right now? I'm gonna scream "Let's go, Brandon" and then shit all over myself and post that to YouTube to the tune of a Doja Cat song. And when that inevitably goes viral, I'll pivot that success into becoming the new doing Blues Clues 2.
Blues Clues 2. So let's see. So
I just walk up, hey everyone, I'm Brandon. It's just still covered in shit. Do you see a clue? Just like shit dropping off my face.
See a clue?
There's a clue. There's a clue. Where, can you show me where the clue is? Camera opens up. I'm like just naked. Where's the clue?
Where's the clue?
Over
then next
here?
thing you know, arrested.
Where's it? Whoops! I slip in the shit.
Whoops.
And fall out. All right, enough of this poop. I don't care for the poop humor.
Yeah, we're highbrow comedy.
Yeah.
So, what I have some stuff that I want to really talk about. West, so here's a good segue. Are you big into like horror movies? What's your favorite horror movie?
What's my favorite scary movie?
Yeah. If you were to pick one.
That's a tough one. I mean, off the top of my head, I'm probably gonna go with Scream.
Oh, nice. That's a good movie. I
what's
would
yours?
say, you know, I'm either I have three movies that I really like. Scream is actually one of my top fives. I like the whole franchise. I think they're really good.
Yeah.
My favorite horror movies though, if I was like a hard in between, is would be like one and two kind of could be interchangeable. I love the original Dawn of the Dead, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. That's like my first zombie movie that got me into it. Fucking an amazing movie. But I am a huge fan of Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2 is like that's like my swan song of everything. So I'm a big
I
fan of Evil
I
Dead
watched
2.
the first one way back when, and then I've been since we started
yeah,
playing the
the
game,
kick.
I kind of went back and started watching all those movies again. Sorry, I'm trying to pull
Dude.
up the trailer for Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
What if you know what would be funny is I go set up, hey, I'm just gonna play the Evil Dead, and I play it, and it's just the Harlem poop video again. It's just Blippi shitting over himself.
Shit.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
That should be the new Rick roll. Just like you think you're gonna watch some other video, and instead it's Blippi. It's the Blippi's Harlem poop video.
Oh, well, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I'm getting into this horror kick. There's this new movie coming out. It's called The Black Phone. It's got, if I'm not mistaken, Ethan Hawke. Have you seen anything with it?
Oh, I think I did see a trailer for that. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a trailer in here. Oh,
I actually have
you're
it
doing
already.
now? Oh, okay.
Dude, I got us on producer credits. I got everything pulled up. But yeah.
I'll be home in the morning. We're going.
So this is the
I'll
Black
close.
Phone.
Cindy's tonight.
Yep. Dude. And then you watch it.
I wish you would have called.
Yeah, that's what you do with the movie.
Story too.
Wait, so have you seen this yet?
Really take
No.
Oh,
But
I
what's
have that.
crazy is like he's a magician.
Well, isn't that just peachy keen?
Need some help?
Is that Michael Jackson?
Would you hand me my hat? Yes, sir.
What is with his face?
Hi. I'm a part-time magician.
He's a magician.
It's a part-time magician. That's never a good sign.
To see a magic trick?
I have
Dude.
an announcement to make. One of our students, Finney Blake, was abducted.
Dude.
I could help the
In unrelated news, a white-faced part-time magician, a van-living magician, has also rolled into town too. And we don't believe these things are connected. So the kid gets abducted.
Doesn't work.
Oh boy,
Dude.
this Carrot Top. Is he a comedy magician?
Yo.
Daddy.
And what's-
I had a dream about it.
What's crazy?
It's taken.
By a man with black balloons.
Yes.
We never released those details.
And what's crazy is like the phone, it's all the dead kids that he's abducted. They try like saving them out and all that.
Who are you?
Boom.
Wait, so if you're Ethan Hawke, why don't you just pull that phone out?
You're getting out of here.
So,
Please let the dreams be real.
See the wall in front of you? I tore a long cable loose from down there.
So they're orchestrating like this escape plan, but he's coordinating with the
the dead
spirits of
kids.
the last kids. What is Ethan Hawke waiting for? Why doesn't he just kill the kid?
The tree, the door, the gate. I'd never seen it before except in my dreams.
You don't have much time.
Yo.
Use a weapon. You raise the phone, step back, and swing.
Look what you made me do.
Please hurry.
You remember what I told you?
So you're stoked on this one?
Yo, I'm stoked on this movie.
Oh shit. Well, there you go.
Yo, man, you
I don't-
can't tell me.
It's
yo.
interesting. I'll watch it, but like I don't know, like the idea of like the spirits of the previous victims are
That's
calling
what
it like an unplugged landline phone. Just seems a little bit silly.
Oh, what gets you out of the silliness? The spirits of the black phone in his
Are
basement.
they calling collect? Are they going through like an operator?
What is it back in the day? 1-800
You're getting a collect
collect.
call from you're getting a collect. You're receiving a long distance call from. I'm a kid. I was killed here. Would you like to?
Would you like to take those
accept it?
charges?
No, thank you. Click.
What was it? There was like 1-800.
You have a collect call from Ethan Hawke is going to rape you. Would you like to
Collect.
take these charges? No, thanks. Bye. Click.
Yeah, there was 1-800 collect. What were other phone?
We're talking about I Had a Baby. It's a Boy.
Right?
You just want to look at 90s commercials now?
Nah, yeah, dude.
Treat you
Remember what
like family, Mark's Pizzeria.
Yeah, dude, the 1-800 collect ads and all that. And no kid will have any issue with that because that shit doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of stoked about it. I'm not going to lie to you. And then that gets us down the rabbit hole of like, dude, it is the season of video games right now.
Yeah, so
Like,
the big thing is Game Fest. Is that correct?
Game Fest. Yep. So
I know PlayStation they did a state of play. So I watched that.
yeah.
And they had some stuff come up in that. I didn't realize this Game Fest was going on. I thought
This
people
is
were talking
what-
about Gay Fest. I'm like, I know it's for the whole month. It's not much of a festival. But you're telling me there's this different thing called Game Fest.
Game
Interesting.
Fest.
Well, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
So some of the games that are coming out.
Where
Have
are the
you
gay
seen
people coming to play
anything?
with this? Exactly. I'm not,
Maybe in the video trailers later.
is that large green man? Is he gay?
Is he there?
All right. What is this? Oh, my favorite. Superhero stuff.
Has no hope under your watch.
I don't know why my closed captions go through. And like, of course, Metallica can't play that because they'll just come in and take all our money.
Yeah, and we also they do visual copyright or like visual trademark stuff now. So if we can't even show all of it, so we should probably do it. I'll do it in the small squares, not the big square.
Oh, okay. So you mean? Oh,
No,
yeah.
the way you had it is perfect. I'm gonna record it differently though, just so it's not full screen. So what is
Dude.
this?
So this is Marvel Sons. From what I'm taking from it, it's like some alien that's like taking over a lot of the bad superheroes.
Aliens
And
are
then-
taking over superheroes.
There's probably a storyline.
Mother won't hurt you.
Especially like watching it though, 'cause she's like converting freaking Venom,
We got
And-
Venom simping for alien now.
and everybody's super stoked because Spider-Man. This is gonna be for the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Oh,
so like,
they'll
and
finally have a
everybody's
Spider-Man
stoked
game?
because yep, exactly. So Xbox tweeted like this big thing, like finally we have Spider-Man. Blades in it. That's who that is.
Oh, that's cool.
Ghost Rider, Blade.
Is that Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, right.
Who's that?
I think that's like Spider-Man, like the 4042 or something like that, or 342.
So who is that? Is that what? These-
And I don't know who that
Metallica.
these
These look
bad
like,
guys are.
These are like World of Warcraft characters.
They do. All I think of is the Four Horsemen. Oh yeah, and then the
Oh, so
whole
they're like alien versions of
they're
characters.
taking
so was that
over.
Scarlet
Yeah,
Witch then was that the alien?
Scarlet Witch is right there. Doctor Strange is gonna be in it. Yeah, Midnight Suns. Yeah,
Who's
so
sexy
this
Doctor
is
Strange. Damn, talk about Gay Fest. Was that Gay Fest?
Counting on you again, old friend. 3, 2, 1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
boom.
So there's no gameplay on that trailer.
No, they haven't had any gameplay. It was just the trailer.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, not my brand of games, but
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it'll be about. And then we go, like, some of these games, though, like this one, I'll save, like, the best for last. This is going to be a cool one. There were a lot of games that were announced out that were, like, Dead Space. Like that's all I kept seeing were games. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
I noticed
Dead
that at
Space.
the PlayStation State of Play too. Like a lot of things. There's a lot
Dead
of
Space.
like sci-fi horror games coming out, which I'm stoked on that. I love that kind of
Me
stuff.
too. This is one of them. It's called Routine. And I was like, what the fuck is this game? But then you watch it and you're like, oh shit. It's about like robots fucking taking over everything.
2001 VHS Fever Dream.
Look at how nice it looks though.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, this game's gonna be scary too. This is what got me.
So you think this is? I wonder if this is this gameplay. You think? Like
They said
pre-rendered
stuff.
cutscene?
I don't think it's pre-rendered. I think it was supposed to be game. It's probably pre-rendered. So like you see that, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember seeing this thing. This thing's cool because if you look through it's like a viewfinder, and you see it does like a VHS effect, but it also has a different frame rate than the actual game.
That's cool. Then I was like, what the fuck? And then that happens. And you're like, huh.
And I mean, it's a little Five Nights at Freddy's for me,
Yeah, right?
but still, I'm really excited for this one. This looks
Who
good. I mean, I
even
have
knows
no
what
idea
the game's
What
about?
we're supposed to be doing, but
Yeah.
that looks sweet as hell. I wonder what
Yeah.
what that gun does. Are you supposed to like just like deactivate the robots with it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's probably like an EMP gun or something. But there's like no information on that. And I was like, well, that looks kind of cool. The trailer got me for it. So, yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Routine.
That's Routine.
That's Routine. That'll be fun. Then, because of that, this is an indie game, which when I heard about it, somebody told me, and I was like, what? It's about a cat? I'm like, I will not be buying this game. It's on Steam, though.
not be patronizing this game.
Yeah, but then I saw it on Steam, and then I watched this video, and I was like, what? This is fucking crazy
Like,
looking.
meow.
Meow. It's a PlayStation game too. You can get on PlayStation. So this is off of PS5, so you're gonna get a lot of PS5 footage. But it means the PC is gonna be dope.
Yeah, they've been really good with bringing stuff over to the PC.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be continuing that too. That reminds me, there's a game I'll show too if you don't have that on your list. So what? It looks awesome.
Dude, so you play a stray cat in the world, it's post-apocalyptic world, and all you do is like you roam around the world and you
Then everyone's a
you
robot.
just fucking talk to robots.
Just hang out, just try to get laid.
Try to get some of that robot cat pussy.
Try to get some pussy. No pun intended. Ew.
But like, check it out, and then you're like, what? So I'm like,
Got
all right.
platforming, so it's a platformer. And then maybe like a stealth kind of thing.
And then those things come at you because they're trying to kill all
Okay.
organic life.
Oh yeah, so it's like you're like the only one of the last living things.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you got a iPhone strapped to your back though?
That's how he communicates to the robots.
Damn. When I get a cat, I'm keeping him off social media.
And what's that game about?
Yeah. I have no idea,
Like-
but I am excited about it.
Dude, I'm telling you, that game, when I heard about it, I was like, well, that's kind of cool.
Well, I want to be a calico now.
Now I want to be a cat. And then, did you ever play? Yeah, you played BioShock and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
played
the-
System Shock too.
Oh, you have? Did you see this trailer?
No, this is new to me.
Oh, yes, came out 15 days ago
They're
or
remastering
5 days
System
ago.
Shock?
Yo. Dude, I'm gonna get this game real quick.
The very notion disgusts me. Look upon my works, foul creatures, and weep at its magnificence.
Look at
Oh hell yeah, dude! Please don't fuck this one up.
Beautiful day on Citadel Station.
like,
Oh
it
wow!
looks great.
Is on the verge of a new era. I Shodan and its new god. Look at you, hacker.
I wonder how faithful they're going to stay to the gameplay. Well, this looks different.
How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? You are an insect. You are nothing.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm pretty excited for this. I love System Shock.
Create.
Yo, I had this game too and never played it.
I fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
So this came out as part of Game Fest?
No, it came out a few days after it because they were like, yeah, we're gonna save it. Plus,
better
you
be
know
on
me
PC.
and games. Yeah, it is 100%. I think this is PC gameplay.
Transgressions. These are my avenging angels, and they will have retribution.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm fucking excited for this. I love System Shock.
I can't believe you didn't see it. Steam. See Steam right down there.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's coming out on
And then-
everything. Wow.
So, and then, so that was there. Resident Evil 7 got, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3. If you have those on PC, they did a 4K update patch, which cleans up everything. So that's coming out. The video that you were talking about, it wasn't about Resident Evil 4, right?
No, the thing I'm going to talk about is The Last of Us. But
Oh, yeah.
the
I
Resident
will.
4, or do you have that queued up? Do you have Resident Evil 4? Because Resident Evil 7 is also getting DLC where you play as Ethan's
Or 8.
daughter. Or
Yeah.
8, sorry. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 is getting DLC where you play as
Dude.
Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Ethan Hawke.
They're also adding third person mode to the entire game, so you can play through all of Resident Evil 8 in third person.
How crazy is that?
Makes me think that they're going back to doing third. So the next one's probably going to be in third person too. I think.
Oh, dude. That Resident Evil 4. Did you see the Resident Evil 4 remake or no?
Yeah, I saw that. But go ahead and play it. I want to see that again.
Data play,
This is
yeah.
I mean, this one's just going to sell like if they don't fuck up the gameplay, this one's going to do. I mean, this is just going to be like a money making machine.
Dude, Resident Evil 2, when they remade that was an amazing game. This game got me. Dude, I played it on the GameCube, and I remember just being like, this is fucking bananas great.
Regretfully, I've never played this game.
Dude.
I used to. My old roommate was like obsessed with this game, so I've seen him play it a bunch. And I actually played a little bit of it on the Quest. They brought it over to the Quest. I played a little bit of it in VR. And I really enjoyed it. But it's such a tiring thing to play that kind of game on a Quest. That
In VR, yeah.
I don't always get back to it.
The game's really good.
I don't know. I do want to go back and play it. Maybe I'll do it before this comes out.
And it's all about like the Los Plagas virus, which is cool because it's not zombie. Well, it is zombie, but it's not a zombie.
Wait,
And then there's
zombies.
the chainsaw zombie that comes at you.
Yeah, so I wonder if how much of the original game they're going to preserve, because from what I remember seeing other people play it, I mean, it gets like crazy. Like it's like
probably-
one thing after one wild thing after another wild thing after another wild thing. And like Resident Evil kind of goes through that thing where it's like all the games start pretty like quaint and down to earth, and then by the end it's like you're just in this like insane anime. But Resident Evil 4, like you get to that crazy anime real fast, and then you just stay there for like 12 hours.
Dude, I'm telling you, yeah. Well, and that's the big thing. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. Resident Evil 8 was such a good game, though. Like, I played, when I got it, I was like, oh. PlayStation VR 2 content. Look at you, PlayStation VR content.
Yeah, it's funny that they're adding third person mode. I mean, I think it's cool, But the first person kind of worked for that game because Ethan is such a non-character.
Yeah, you don't really
He's
need to
such a wet blanket
know
of a
him.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about that is because then it takes so like that's what's cool is because you actually get to feel like you're Ethan, right? Where now they put him in third person, you're kind of like, okay, now he's another character. So this gets me stoked on like horror games like System Shock, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the next trailer that I'll play.
This is really interesting.
Dude, I am excited for this game. Game is based on true events, and it's from the people that did the Friday the 13th game.
Oh,
Gun.
really? I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they finally, because they had to basically abandon that because they got caught up in a bunch of legal.
It's still, people are still playing the new Friday the 13th game.
Yeah, but it's suffered because they haven't been able to like update it or add
Update
stuff to it.
anything.
Like a game like that, it's got to be like Dead by Daylight where you're just constantly updating with stuff. And so what worries me with this game, it's like how much variety can there be? It's just the one map, right? But I mean,
No, there's
looks like
more
a
maps.
lot of running around you can do. Oh, there's multiple bad guys, so you can be a member of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Grandpa.
they stick to the same formula that, like the things that worked well for Friday the 13th, like the open variety, multiple pathways to get out, and then just like find a way to keep updating it and have like compelling gameplay. I mean, this could be a huge hit. I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah, me too. Plus Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And it's interesting because Netflix pulled the licensing from Dead by Daylight for the Stranger Things characters that they added. So if you bought them, you can still have them, but you can't buy the Stranger Things anymore. They pulled that licensing from Dead by Daylight, or they signed up for a limited licensing deal and then they didn't renew it. And the reason they think they did that is because they're going to be making their own game and they don't want to have to compete with Dead by Daylight, which is silly. Texas Chainsaw obviously has their character.
And
Bubba
Dead by Daylight.
is in Dead by Daylight too. They didn't pull the license, so they don't seem to be like concerned that Dead by Daylight would be like a competition.
Why? To me, so here's how the thought process to me would be. All right, so another game's got my content on there, right? Because that would be like if they pulled Bruce Campbell's Ash from Dead by Daylight, right?
Yep, same thing.
He's
Yeah,
in that.
exactly. Yep.
The way that these companies are thinking of it, though, is like, hey, it's our names out there more, right? Like, so what if somebody, right? There's a huge demographic of people that have Dead by Daylight already, right? And then they go in and they go, Leatherface, I want to buy Leatherface. And they go in and they buy Leatherface. They like Leatherface. They start playing and using him as their main character, right? Even though he's simplistic in Dead by Daylight. Next thing you know, they're like, hey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre's got a video game out. I wonder how that is. Let me try that. So what these companies are probably thinking is that it's a great way to get the name out so then people go and buy their games.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, Evil Dead still, and it was an amazing game. Even with all the updates and stuff, love that game.
I think there's room for these 3 games to like coexist
Exactly.
peacefully.
Without having to worry, right? Yeah, exactly. You're not taking money out of there. They're bastards about all that stuff though, because Netflix is like, let's make money where we can. Look at how they took there's a Resident Evil show coming out on Netflix. People are fucking up in arms because of that show.
Why?
Because it has nothing to do with the games. Has nothing to do with the games. It just uses Umbrella.
None of the movies had anything to do with the games too, right?
And that was another reason a lot of people didn't like the movies. The only ones that had stuff to do with the games that you could kind of get away was the new Raccoon City Resident Evil, and that was a lot of fan service. And that was it. Like the other ones, in the first one, they were in the mansion, Spencer Mansion, for like 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then they went into the hive. So once that started happening, there really wasn't that much other than some bad guys and all that. But you watch their animated, like, I don't know if you know this, but Resident Evil has animated movies that are fucking 100% attached to the game. Like Leon Kennedy and all that. And they didn't mess with them, you know? They kept them to what it is. Yeah, I love the animated ones. I have all 3 of them. Yeah, I love all of them. They're really good. So, but yeah, I don't know. That's to me just Netflix. I feel like they tend to fuck shit up when they touch it. So here's the next. This is going to be my game of the year. It's called Choo Choo Charles. Have you heard of this?
No.
Other than this
Is
stuff I sent?
Is this Blippi's friend?
This might be.
Choo Choo Charles has an incriminating video of him shitting to the tune of a popular meme song.
2-star game. So this developer is a one-person developer. It was the guy that just introduced it. Look at this. This is a fucking fever dream. No, it's a great premise of a game. I'm excited for this game.
You're telling me one guy made this?
It's an open world horror game where you navigate an island in an old
Dude, listen to this. You have to loot.
So, wait, what's happening? So he's upgrading his... So you're on this
Train.
track. You have to avoid this monster train while, like, upgrading your train.
If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to run off and find something else to do.
So you got to scare him off with your weapons. And then, well, that buys you time to...
Loot houses to get parts.
Oh, you can go off the train? Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, you'll need to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade.
Hey, just sitting here naked at my table.
The people don't look great, but...
How about the demon trains, huh?
Relative safety of your train and venture out on foot.
And there's cultists that love the fucking Choo Choo Charles, and they'll try stopping you.
Is this
This is where things get really dangerous with Charles.
This would be great for the show if it was multiplayer.
In camps of shotgun
And I don't know if it is.
I don't know if it is or not.
But if we can get together in person, that might be fun.
So, like, you have to find these gems, and if you get all 3, it summons Choo Choo Charles, and you can, like, devastate him.
You just summon him to do battle with him.
Yeah.
What happens when you beat him? Does he revert back to Thomas?
A regular train? Oh, maybe. And then boom.
Okay, you got the mystic egg. Now I got my dragon egg.
From abandoned mines around the island, you'll place the gems on one of the shrines, angering Charles and drawing him to your location.
He's angry. Yeah, you just sold his Fabergé egg. Who was that? Was that a cultist?
Yep. And you don't have any weapons on your own to, like, do anything. So...
I mean, it's interesting.
And-
I'm not surprised that it's made by one guy. Like, it looks like one guy could do this.
It might be unwise to wander too far from your train. If you do encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now because you have truly angered the beast, and you'll either escape with your life or see it flash before your eyes.
Just...
Uh-oh.
Fucking Charles is just chasing after him. It's a giant spider train, man.
Oh, he's
Look at him.
He's fucked.
Oh, he's furious.
Okay. Yeah, no, it looks like a fun game. Yeah, we'll have to do it for the show. God, I wish it was multiplayer though.
Who knows? It might. Choo Choo Charles, though, I'm like, this is a fucking weird game, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. And then my last thing, and then you can do the trailers you want.
Oh, this is Gay Fest.
The new Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Did you? Yeah.
This is what everyone has been talking about when they talk about the Gay Fest.
Really?
What we've done.
Is this what they have been? Dude, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan.
Can be changed. So focus
I
on
played the new one and I loved it.
What will become of the planet?
He wants to finish what he started.
I was like, oh, he plays Cloud
to
and
reclaim his
Sephiroth.
And rule over
Are
the
they in this
planet
game?
with Genova at his side.
No, that's when Sephiroth figures out that shit gets bad.
Figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
What is fact and what is
You were
fiction?
here with me 5 years ago.
That's Zack.
Okay.
What happened to you?
Zach was Cloud. Did you ever play Final Fantasy VII?
No, I've never played any of these games.
No.
So is
No
this a
wonder
continue-
you don't
this is-
know what's
Oh, it's
happening.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't they already do that?
They PS5. Fuck you. No, so they did Final Fantasy VII. So there are like a lot of different things going. So Final Fantasy VII was a 3-disc set, and they put everything on 3-disc, and it was great. But they decided that they were gonna break up, instead of putting everything all on one, on a couple of discs and just going like that. They were breaking them up into like their games are episodic games, I guess you would say. So
because they already put out a Resident Evil 7 remaster, but that was only like part
Final
one.
Fantasy 7 Final Fantasy. So let's see. It's weird how they did all this. Final Fantasy 7 remake. So there's different trilogies. So it's a 3-part trilogy. Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 called Rebirth will be next winter on the PlayStation 5. And then after that, there'll be one more, which will be the third disc, which will be whatever they call it. So, which, I love Final Fantasy 7, and I don't know how I feel about it. I've been wanting I've been wanting Final Fantasy 7 to be remade for such a long time. Then the first one came here, and it's good. I didn't beat it, but I got pretty far into it, and I really liked it, but it didn't hit my feelers like the old one. So,
do you think this next one's gonna be better? So is this part 2 then? Is that what I'm confused about how this is?
Part 2 out of the 3. Yep. So this is the second half or the part 2 of the new remake. So yeah. So who knows? I don't know. I love it, but it just, to me, it feels like they're killing my beloved franchise.
That's listen, there's no more heroes. Everything you like will be brought forth in front of you and slain ceremoniously before your eyes. That's been my experience with like Star Trek and Star Wars the last like few years. It's just like every anything you've ever enjoyed as a child, like just it's going to be whipped in front of you. It's everyone's just doing this like all this like the old Star Wars movies and the new Star Wars shows. By old Star Wars movies, I mean like the last 3 movies, and these new shows. Particularly with like the new Star Wars and Star Trek shows, like it's so obvious that they're just doing like a bait and switch with the characters. They're trying to pull you in with like Picard, but then like it's not really about Picard. It's about this new cast of characters.
Yeah,
they're trying to pull you in with like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's not really about Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's about this like new cat. They're trying so hard to like reel you in with things that you know and like, and then like cleverly try to like pass the torch.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah.
Cleverly, they try.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. I'm not enjoying any of these shows. I'm not watching.
Nah, me neither. Take my nostalgia and just skeezy Steve over its chest.
So the game I'll show is they put out a trailer for the upcoming The Last of Us remake. So this game came out in like 2013, right? It was a PS3 game. It was already remastered for the PS4, but now they're doing like more of a remake, like rebuilding it from the ground up. And I guess they're going to change some of the gameplay aspects too, like bring in some features or like gameplay elements from the second game. Which the second one, again, that's like a perfect example of like everything you've ever loved is. Like they're going to pull you in with characters that you like and then try to put you off on something. That's like The Last of Us Part 2 is a perfect example of that. But the gameplay was really good.
I picked that game up for $9.
So this looks really good, and it's
Who's the girl with him?
That's Tess. She's in the first part of the first game. So you haven't played the first one yet, have you?
Yeah, I have. I've beat the first one on the PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
3. Yeah, because you get stuck in Pittsburgh and then you get screwed.
Yeah. So this is a tough trailer to see the differences because it's everything that you see in this is their remake of the original game's pre-rendered cutscenes. So you're not actually seeing the differences in the gameplay. I think what they're doing with this game is that the cutscenes are like live rendered. They're not pre-rendered videos like how it was originally in The Last of Us. So you don't see that comparison because you're comparing live rendered graphics on a PS5 to like a pre-rendered video back in 2013. But once we see certain gameplay, I think it's going to look exactly this good, like just as good as this, and that's really going to see those huge differences.
Yeah.
And if they bring in some gameplay elements from the first one, I think it'll be nice. I love this game. This is like one of my favorite games.
I loved Last of Us too. This goes back to one of those things like, how much is enough? What is enough? When is enough enough? Like, come on. Like, get us some new goddamn...
Well, they tried a new one. And
goddamn ideas.
Nobody liked any of the characters.
What, on Last of Us 2?
Yeah, Last of Us 2. Yeah, again, that's like perfect example. Like, they bring you in with the cast of the first game and then try to offload you to these like really unlikable Zoomers. Like that's the thing. It's like they try to bring you in on people that you like, and it's like, well, how about this? How about these Zoomers? You like these guys?
Teenage angst person that's bitching about their lives.
Yeah, we know you like Joel, but how would you like to just hang out with
just somebody that's awful?
A third wave feminist idea of what a woman should look like, who is just cranky and hates all her friends and is just like incessantly bickering about every little thing and is totally unlikable. Yeah. And you have to like her. We're gonna make you like her.
And we're gonna make you like her. I don't know. That's what's killing me. It's like, figure out. Let's make like some new fucking games. Let's do it. That's why I like Stray and all those games. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Because you know what? Anything's got to be better than playing The Last of Us 1 the third time of being remade to graphics. And I'm not trying to shit on that game right now because that's not what I'm going to do. But I'm going to shit on that game. You come from PlayStation. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It was an amazing game. And I played it through PS3. Great game. Played it on the PS3. I was like, yep, this is the fucking pinnacle of why the PS3 is killer. Played the game, loved it. Played the online mode, loved it. Then they go, oh, PlayStation 4? Fuck it. Let's just clean it up and then bring it to the PlayStation 4. So then they add some bells and whistles to PS4 and they go, $60 game. Yeah. Well, I just bought the fucking game for the PlayStation 3. And then here's the kicker to this, and this is my last of my rant of what really grinds my gears.
and this is a new segment on the show. CJ's what grinds CJ's gears? Rant segment. Wait, hold on.
You go play that.
What grinds your gears, CJ?
So then the real kicker to this is, so then I bought this game twice for $60 fucking dollars. And if I have a PS5, the remake version that they give for the PS4 will let you play it on the PS5 with a little better graphics. And now the PlayStation 5 is like, fuck it, we're going to re-go again. And so we're going to sell this for $60 because everybody's going to want to buy it. Give me a new fucking idea.
Hey, new rule, okay? Instead of releasing a game 3 times, how about you release it once? New rule, I don't need to play the same game 7 times. Yeah,
New
well, listen,
rule.
Skyrim
New
would like to
rule.
have a conversation with you, CJ.
Yeah, well, Skyrim is still being played because Skyrim is the same it's the same game. They didn't remaster or remake it. They just kept it going. PlayStation 4, they did the same thing. And I'm not saying that that's a good business practice, because to me that's like, you're taking all that time. When did Skyrim come out? 2010? 2009? And that game's still running, right?
Yeah.
Let's figure that out. I want a new fucking Elder Scrolls game. Get me a new Elder Scrolls game. That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Listen,
lore.
I don't disagree with you. I would prefer like good new stuff rather than like what's going on now, which is like being tricked into thinking you're getting more of what you like, and instead it's just like characters that you have any kind of attachment to just being like ritually slaughtered by like the cast of Degrassi.
Yeah. Why? So instead, how about this, Naughty Dog? Instead of you making the game again
New
for
rule,
the
Naughty Dog.
instead of you making this game for the third fucking time, right? How about you just make a new game that's in the universe of that, right? Like, you can't just tell me Ellie is the only thing that's going on right now in this post-apocalyptic fucking world with zombies or clickers that got barnacles on their face. You can't tell me that you couldn't do something of one of the factions that's trying to survive. Come on, Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
New
there's
rule.
some interesting stories to tell in that universe.
There could be thousands of stories. Like, fuck. Get rid of it. Let's go.
Okay, that has been what CJ. What do we call that segment?
Me bitching about video games need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, like it's. Yeah, I was thinking just the other day. Like, has there been like a successful movie or even like a video game that's come out in the last like 10 years that isn't based on something from like so long ago? I'm thinking in terms of like movies, like the biggest like Dune was huge, but obviously that was a book that was written in the 60s.
Yeah. That was a movie beforehand too. So like a video game, that is just a completely new IP that's kind of recent.
Yeah, like so for 2020, the top grossing movies would be Spider-Man No Way Home, which isn't anything new. It's a continuation of the Spider-Man franchise, which has been around forever.
All
Doctor
the Spider-Man
Strange
franchise.
and Batman.
Which Batman's Doctor Strange, you could kind of argue with it because Doctor Strange didn't really start to pick up. This is the second movie. I'd tell you the closest thing to something new, and it's not a movie or a video game. The closest thing to something new that was out there that doesn't like really grow inspiration from something per se would probably be Rick and Morty. But even at that, the argument is, well, it's Back to the Future.
No, I think that counts. I think that's a good example of like something new that came out that's successful. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to redo the top films of the 2010s. Okay. You tell me if there's 24. You tell me if any of these things are original or if they're based on something.
This is a fun game. I'm glad that we're doing this. This is something that's in my wheelhouse. Yeah, go for it. I'm not watching anything.
Well, this is going to be easy because, all right, so number 24 is The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, yeah, you could go in and say that it was from Battle Royale, which is a Japanese film.
What's a book? Also.
And it's a book.
Yeah.
Well, it's a book, but Battle Royale, which is one of my favorite action movies, it was made in the late 90s, and it's about a school that puts a fucking shot collar on their neck, and if you get out, you have to battle your students. You've never seen that movie? Have you seen that movie? Battle Royale? Oh, my God.
I thought you were talking about PUBG for a second.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.
Okay, we got one movie into this list of 24.
Hold on.
CJ's already distracted.
No, Battle Royale movie. No, dude. I'm going to share my video, and then we'll get back to this. This is my fucking... This movie gets me. Ugh.
If
Anchor
I
Bay
hit
does it.
if I hit watch stream and it's just the Harlem Shake poop video,
It's
that
not,
would make you
dude.
the funniest guy on the planet.
That would be funny, but I'm not doing that much of a bit on this. This is Battle Royale. Toei Company did too.
Oh, it's Japanese.
Dude, awesome movie. Awesome movie.
The Squid Games. Oh, Squid Games.
Kind of. Squid Games. Watch this, and you're gonna be like, huh. Battle Royale.
That's not the worst thing. You got your. They gave you a
That's
sport
their
coat,
teacher.
jewelry.
That's their teacher. This is an amazing fucking movie.
You guys got a fucking katana.
Dude.
Now I will say, if someone was to do this in real life, I mean that I want to do that in real life. Just like trick a bunch of like low-level actors, like people auditioning to be on like commercials and stuff, and then bring them out to an island and be like, whoever lives, the last living person, will be the leading role in the new Big Bang Theory reboot.
Yo, so I will tell you right now. So basically, this movie, it's the Hunger Games, but before the Hunger Games, all the students have a shot collar on them, right? And so there's a map of an island. They're on this island. And in the island, like, if they move off of, like, so every, like, 2 hours, it's like Battle Royale. It's like PUBG. Or fucking Fortnite. You know how Fortnite has that little cloud that always encompasses you? And it pushes you into the middle of the map, so then you will be forced to fight somebody? Well, that's the same idea off of this, right? So they force this map down, and if you're in the zones that they call danger zones, your collar goes off. In your collar, there's a little thing of C4.
Is there a highway that leads there? To the danger zone?
Look at you. But come on. You're grinding my gears off of that.
Sounds like a great movie. No, it sounds
Dude,
like a fun
it is
movie.
amazing. And their throats explode, dude. I'm like, whoa. And like it's about like friendships.
I was
and
like, what?
What? No way.
Is there romance too?
There is actually. That's hilarious.
It has it all.
Dude, it has it all. But the whole fucking thing is like they have to kill their friends. And at the beginning, and this is the last thing that we'll talk about, and then we'll go back to the movies. And at the beginning of it, so they're in the classroom, and they're all 42 students are in the classroom. They're explaining this game. And each kid gets a bag. And in the bag, there's like rations. There's like stuff. There's a map of the island so they know where to mark off on their day. Rations, food, water. And they get one specialty weapon. The specialty weapon can be everything from like, let's say, a machine gun that you see in there or a katana up into like a stick of butter. And so, like, one person gets a fucking...
Butter kills millions of Americans every decade.
One kid gets a fucking frying pan, and this other kid gets, like, a fucking taser, dude. And he's like, yo, give me your frying pan. And he's like, not on my cold, dead hands. And they fucking fight for this. And then they, of course, loot the body. One person gets the best one, which isn't even a fucking... it isn't even, like, a weapon. It's actually a GPS tracker, and it tracks everybody that has a collar. So as these people are coming at him, he's like, oh, there's a dot coming towards me. See ya. Just goes through. Amazing movie. Gotta watch it. Let's get back to that. Okay. You're probably going to get the next movie. I'll be like, that movie is this.
I think, I think this is going to be pretty easy. So that was number 24, Hunger Games. Number 23 is Captain America Civil War. So
with like
based. So the idea is this an original new thing, or is it based on an existing thing?
Captain IP, America, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Comic book, Marvel. Yeah.
Next, well, get ready. Next is 22 is Iron Man 3.
Comic book.
Yep.
Great.
21 is Wonder Woman.
Comic book. God damn, you're the comic books, huh?
20 is Toy Story 3.
All right, so. How do you classify that? Because Toy Story wasn't an original idea when it first came out. It's just the next step.
But the thing is, did anything come out in that decade that was an original thing, not something that was based off of something that already existed.
Nope. So already existed. It's the third movie.
So 19 is Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic Park.
19 is Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Back to Battle Royale.
Yeah. 17 is Captain Marvel.
Comic book.
16 is Toy Story 4.
Fucking Toy Story again?
Yeah. There were 2 Toy Story movies in the 2010s, I guess. I think
Holy
there was
shit.
a Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4 came out. I don't feel like that was in 2010 though. I felt like that was a lot. Like
Toy Story 4 is 2019. Number 16 is number 16 was Toy Story 4. Number 15 was Dark Knight Rises.
Batman IP.
14 is Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Fuck, man, another comic book movie.
13 is Frozen 2.
From Frozen 1.
So
a
Frozen, you
sequel.
could say, yeah, when did Frozen come out, though?
I felt like that was in the 2010s.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it in this list, though. Frozen release date, let me see. It was 2013, so it was within the thing, but I guess it didn't make the top 25 list.
Really? Which is
the
crazy
sequel
to
did.
me. The second one did?
But I guess
All right,
Frozen, Frozen would be an example of a pretty successful new thing.
Yeah, newer. So I would kind of give Frozen 2 that.
But it's still worth saying that it didn't make the list. But the sequel did.
It didn't
which is
make the
kinda weird.
list, but which doesn't count it.
Okay, number 12 is Finding Dory. Which is the
Finding
sequel
Dory,
to
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yep. So that's not a new thing.
Yep.
11 is Beauty and the Beast. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a remake, yep, which was the live action version.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yep. So that's a fucking no-go because that was a book back in the day.
Number 10, The Beauty and the Beast was a book back in the day?
Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast was a book and then it went to Disney.
Number 10 is Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Star Wars. Pre-existing.
Number 9 is The Lion King.
Pre-existing.
That was what the
live action,
CGI,
right?
Well, I don't think I don't think that was a real lion they were filming.
No. You're right.
They were
but
incredibly disciplined animals. If that's the case, I don't know how they got that warlock to sing, but
and it sounded just like fucking Seth Rogen. Great.
Yeah. they taught these animals to sing and do celebrity impressions. All right, number 8 is Incredibles 2.
It's original Incredibles, so no.
We're in top 10 now.
Yeah.
So number 7 is Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Another
Not
Star
original.
Wars.
Number 6 is Marvel's The Avengers.
A comic book.
Number 5 is Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park or the book Jurassic Park.
Number 4 is Avengers Infinity War.
Fucking comic book.
3 is Black Panther.
Comic book.
2 is Endgame.
Comic book.
Number 1.
My God. Comic
The Force
book.
Awakens.
Star Wars.
So that's 2010 and so far in 2022 because the 2020s is Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and the Batman. There's not a single like original IP in the last 12 years.
Dude, that's why you gotta scour like the fucking drudges of the internet because like original idea, the black phone.
Let's go into the let's go into the 2000s. Let's bring it right up to 2010 because a lot of what was in the 2010s
2010
were sequels to things that were in the 2010s. So now we're going to look at the top 20 movies from the 2000s. So 2000 to 2010. All right, number 20 is Star Wars Episode 2.
Star Wars Episode 2.
Not an original.
Star
right?
Wars, not
19
original.
is Lord of the Rings. Not original.
Book.
Based off a book.
Based off a book, yep.
18 is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Indiana Jones, based off of that.
17 is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Now,
based off
how
the book,
do you,
but around the same time.
Same
the
time
book came out.
And then they were like, this is a great idea. So here's how we do Harry Potter, because this is a subject. This is source subject.
And that is the name of my Harry Potter porn fan fiction. Here's how we do Harry Potter.
Here's how we do Harry Potter.
Here's how we do Harry Potter.
So
Hermione's
to
plan
me,
to seduce Harry Potter.
How do you rate that? Do you look at, because all right, so let's say like Lord of the Rings, It was a pre-existing book from back in the day, right? So it was written in the 60s. So they had a lot of time to be like, it's there. Harry Potter, though, there wasn't that much of a difference in a time from when Harry Potter came out.
All right, so it depends. Yeah, it was around the same time. So it depends what is the question. Is the question, has there been an original movie in the last 20 years? That's
I would say
IP.
I would say
if
technically
that's the question,
no.
then Harry Potter is a no. Yeah.
It's a no because it's written.
If the question is, has there been like a new thing in the last 20 years that's like a successful and original, then Harry Potter's a yes. But that's because we're talking about the book, not the movie.
And that's the other question. Do you think that Harry Potter was more successful when it was just a book and nobody saw the movie? Or do you think the movie made the book more successful?
Oh, I don't know. You have to...
I bet you the book was probably more successful than a movie because they wouldn't make a dog shit movie unless they knew people would go to it. So
yeah, I think the movie helped it have legs, but I think the buzz was always around the books.
Book.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to say no. That's not original.
So let's stick to we should have refined the question better, but the thing is, we'll stick it to movies. Like, has there been a movie that came out in the last 20 years that's an original thing? And so for Harry Potter, it's not because it's based on a book.
It's based on a book. But
it's whatever asterisk. It's worth saying that like it's at least like it's like a new IP that
newer
successful.
IP.
All right, so continuing. Number 16 is Iron Man.
Nope, comic book.
Yep. 15 is Transformers.
Cartoon.
So 14 is Shrek the Third, which is a sequel, so that doesn't count. But when did Shrek come out?
Shrek came out in late 90s, like 98, 99.
No, Shrek came out in 2001.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, but it's not.
I'm close.
I'm not seeing it on this list.
So then that's a no. So
that's a no.
This took legs. Then Shrek became then the next move.
Oh, I think we finally have something that actually made the top list. So number 13 is Finding Nemo.
There we go. Finding Nemo, original movie.
Original movie, not based on
original
anything.
Movie.
It's
not based on anything.
It's in the top list.
Oh, nice. That's good. So one.
That's one. Okay.
That's one.
That's one.
Top list. Finding Nemo. Great movie. Yeah.
Spider-Man. Number 12 is Spider-Man 3.
Still a comic
sequel
book.
Based off a comic book. Huge history behind it.
Gone.
Number 11 is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, obviously based on a book.
Based off a book.
All right, here's an interesting one. This is going to get the discussion going. Number 10 is The Passion of the Christ. Released in 2004. Arguably based on the best-selling book of all time.
To tell you the truth. Okay. So
unarguably a true story. And if you disagree with that, I'm canceling the podcast right now.
I will tell you, I would have to say, oh man, that's a hard one.
Mel Gibson didn't write that story.
He sure did not. So I'm going to say no.
He simply sexualized it.
He did.
He simply fetishized it.
I would say no because it is an existing piece of work. So
Jesus Christ is an existing IP.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, no, I think that seems right.
I'd say no.
He's not an original character by Mel Gibson.
Yeah, if Mel Gibson was like Christ Jesus, no. So he doesn't get it.
Okay. So Passion of the Christ gets the boot.
Unfortunately,
sadly. And
crazy movie though.
That's
like a crazy movie. I saw it in the movie theater and I was like, because everybody's like, you have to see it. There's either one or two outcomes. You go see it because you're like very religious and you got to see that, or you go to see it because it is brutal. And I was like, well, I want to see it like because of the religious part of it, but I also want to see what's Mel Gibson doing. What is he doing in this? Because I saw
Apocalypse. What is he up to when he's not drunk driving?
Dude, or screaming at people. I saw Apocalyptico or whatever that was.
Yeah.
And when I watched that movie, I was like, whoa, Mel Gibson, you're fucking crazy, dude. You did too many Lethal Weapon movies, and now you just lost it.
All right, continuing on. Number 9 is Spider-Man 2.
Comic book.
Number 8 is Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, obviously based off the books. Number 7, Star Wars Episode 3, obviously.
Star Wars.
Number 6 is Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen,
based
Obviously.
off. Yeah,
Number 5 is just Spider-Man. I'm guessing that's the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi, which comic book?
So that doesn't count. Here's an interesting thing. Number 4 is Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's the sequel, Dead Man's Chest. So when did the first Pirates of the Caribbean come out? Pirates of the Caribbean release date. Because there is a thing going on here where it's like, so Pirates of the Caribbean came out in 2003. So the problem is that the first entry in these series don't make the top.
Never hit it.
The top list, but the sequels
It was
do.
good. It was good, but it was never good enough.
But you could still say that like Pirates of the Caribbean is a new IP that came out in the 2000s that was successful.
Yeah.
And you could say that, what was the other one?
You could.
Shrek also came out
In 2000s, and it was successful. I don't know. We could redact those and put those in. But
I'm going to put Shrek with an asterisk on it.
And I think you should put
Penis Emoticon.
Pirates
And then Pirates.
with an asterisk too.
But Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, hands down,
all
hit the list. That's on its own. That is a true setup.
And then
so what's that?
So what's left is number 3 is Shrek 2. Number 2 is The Dark Knight. And then number 1 is Avatar.
Avatar.
That's
argument.
It.
Here's
Why?
the argument, though.
What, Dances
Avatar. No, well, that too. Yeah. The argument, though, is that it's basically like a Disney movie. What is? Hold on. It wasn't Aladdin, but because the new Avatar, they say it's like Little Mermaid of Avatar. Let me. And we're not talking The Last Airbender, right?
No, I don't think The Last Airbender was the number 1 grossing film in the 2000s. I think we got to put that on the list. I think it's right up there with Finding Nemo.
Right, for this, Avatar and Disney, they compare James Cameron's Avatar to Disney's Atlantis. And here's the argument for this, and this is off of like a movies Reddit, right? Think about it. Both movies are about someone who doesn't belong joining up with a group to go somewhere fantastic. In both movies, the main character gets sidetracked and meets a woman upon arrival, who then introduces him to the local tribe and the chief of said tribe. In both films, the main character was with turns out to be using the main character's relationship with the locals to manipulate them out of a precious item they possess, which doesn't work, so the group takes it by force, which is also the movie Disney's Atlantis. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. In both movies, the main character fights the leader of the group, of his group, then having fallen in love with the woman, chooses to stay with her.
So, okay. So
and then they also say it's in common with, so there's Atlantis, and it also falls in line with Pocahontas and Fern Gully.
I was going to say, it sounded like Pocahontas too.
Pocahontas.
It's also, I mean, it's clearly also just the plot to Dances with Wolves. It's
Dances with Wolves.
So
yep, and Last Samurai.
Well, okay. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll put on the list and put an asterisk on it.
Asterisks, yeah, because it's new, but
it's such a
cliched movie, man.
Yeah, it's such a retelling of a story that we've seen a million times before.
At least Finding Nemo.
You know, I'm gonna put an asterisk on it, but I'm gonna put an asterisk on the asterisk, just so you know that like even that asterisk is a little funny.
Yeah, because think of it, Finding Nemo, so I can see Finding Nemo being the only one out of that whole thing. Finding Nemo, original idea, you didn't know any of the characters were all built from that movie, so there's that wasn't like it was like one of the fishes was in another Disney movie that just so happens came to this Disney movie, so I had an original idea, like finding your son being taken away by a dentist in Australia, like, dude, that's the fucking movie. That's the original.
Tales old as time. Those Australian dentists will get you.
So what is crazy about this? Let's think of this in this scope of things. That is literally the first one in the past 20 years. When did that movie come out?
What, Avatar?
No, Finding Nemo.
Oh, 2003.
2003. We're almost in 2023.
And there's one
19
clear like
19
new thing.
years.
So here's what I have for the list right now
19 years.
for 2020s. We got Finding Nemo clear, Avatar kind of sketchy because it's a retelling of stories,
retellings. Yeah,
Shrek with an asterisk only because the first one didn't actually make the top 10 or the top 20 list.
Yep.
For that year,
which is crazy.
But you have to say that is like a successful new thing that did come out in that time.
It was
in terms of movies, but didn't crack the top 20.
But didn't
Pirates of the
crack the top
Caribbean, same thing, also came out in the 2000s. So I put on as an asterisk, and then for 2010, it's just Frozen with an asterisk because again, the sequels were on the top list, but the first one didn't make the top list.
Tell you the truth, and to think about this way, if we want to follow our own rules, the only one that makes the cut is Finding Nemo.
Now here's my prediction. We're gonna dip our toe in the 90s. I think 90s.
I think
90s is gonna be straight originals. Ready?
Me too. I was thinking if 7's on the list, is 7 on the list? That's all I want to know.
What's 7?
With Brad Pitt.
Oh, what's in the box?
Yeah, 7.
No, I don't.
That's a surprise because that's a fucking very good movie and that's a popular movie.
There a lot of really big movies came out. So
all right, let's go.
So number
this
5.
Is it.
Here we go. I gotta write this one down because I think we're gonna get a lot here. Right after
How
that,
many,
25 is Liar Liar.
Liar Liar, new IP.
That's
never seen
brand
something.
new.
25 is Liar Liar. That's crazy to me.
24 is
Love it.
The Fugitive.
That
one I'm not familiar with.
The Fugitive, I feel like it was a book.
It's a 1993 American action thriller film based on the 1960s television series. So
nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
23 is Batman Forever.
Nope.
22 is Dances with Wolves. But is that? See, this is now we're getting into like our ignorance. Dances with
now
Wolves.
We got to get into it.
Dances with Wolves.
Dances with the Wolves.
Yeah, I think Dances with the Wolves was an original story. So I don't think it's based on anything.
Hold on. The movie began as a script idea by Michael Blake, who later turned it into a novel at Costner's suggestion.
Okay.
So I would say that Dances with Wolves would work because it technically was taken from it. Like they wrote a script and then Kevin Costner, who was in Dances with Wolves, was like, make a novel out of it. So I would give Dances with Wolves on there.
Dances with Wolves makes it. So next is Toy Story. That makes
the
it.
first one?
Yeah,
that makes it.
That's original.
Toy Story 1. That's original. Yep, makes it.
So that was 21. 20 is Armageddon.
Ooh, Armageddon. I would say Armageddon's good because that I don't think there was a
Yeah, that was a weird one where it's like two meteors destroying America. Movies came out at the same time.
Yeah, what was the other one? It was Armageddon and Deep Impact, right?
Deep Impact, yeah.
Yeah, Armageddon was an original. So, yeah.
So number 19 is...
Feel free to fact check us if we're wrong.
Yeah, let's know in the comments.
Because I know Bunk is going to do some research. He would be a good one on this one.
You can pull him in. I mean, he's online right now.
Is he?
But we're already 2/3 the way.
We're already 2/3 into this.
Anyways, I'll let this part out.
Fuck it.
All right.
Sorry,
next up,
Bunk.
next is Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
No,
so
Terminator 1 came out. Yeah, although that's cool.
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Ooh, is that the first one?
So the first one, no, that's the second one. But the first Austin Powers.
What was the name of the first Austin Powers? Man of Mystery, right?
Oh, no.
International Man of Mystery.
Right. Yeah, International Man of Mystery, which came out in 1997. So it should be...
Nope.
But
it would be an asterisk.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw it on as an asterisk.
Yep. So if we follow the rules in 2000s...
Because it might come up later in the list, but... number 17, Saving Private Ryan. That one I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's original, but it's one of those. If I heard it was based on a book, I wouldn't be surprised. But so much of the appeal in that movie is just like the graphic violence of it. It just seems like why would it have been based on a book? Yeah, it's an original thing.
The initial idea of Saving Private Ryan was 1994 when the wife of a screenwriter, Robert Rodat, gave him Stephen Ambrose's bestseller D-Day, June 6, 1944, the cinematic battle of World War II. While he was in the middle of reading the book, he came across War Memorial Monument in a small New Hampshire village. So he read a World War II book. So this is where the argument happens, right? Reads a World War II book, which we know all of us have read World War II books in school and all that. And then he took the idea of World War II and then he scoped and like built his own idea with it. I would say that's original.
I think it's original.
Because
yeah, I mean,
yeah, because World War II is the backdrop.
Right, and there's only so much you can do in that. There's going to be some similarities, but I think that's.
And you would have to use World War II books in order to research what happened. You couldn't just be like, yeah, they're in World War II, and then next thing you know, there's fucking like robot troopers walking around with laser guns.
You need a frame of reference. Although
pew, 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 pew.
In the Pacific Theater, when we were fighting the Japanese, there were robots. They did attack us with Gundams.
Gundam wings? That would be the greatest. Could you imagine World War II fought with Gundam wings? Everybody still wore those. Dude,
like, I don't know what weapons World War III is going to be fought with, but I know World War IV is going to be fought with Gundam wings.
There's going to be Gundam fucking wings. All right, let's
17, Saving Private Ryan. 16 is Aladdin. I think that's original.
No, it's a book. Aladdin's a book. Aladdin was a story.
It's a Middle Eastern folktale.
Yep. That's coming from something.
All right.
So nope, sorry, Aladdin. Yeah, that's a good idea, but they already had it, and I would double asterisk that one because that's a close like there. You already had a book. You already had the idea.
So number 15 is Ghost from 1990. That is the
Patrick Swayze
fucks Demi Moore.
Real person.
Yeah.
He possesses somebody.
I hope to God that's an original movie. If that is, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me if that's like was like the 90s version of 50 Shades of Grey. Or like everyone's mom was just reading.
Ghost earned 5 nominations. Ghost film Wikipedia. Let's see. So the plot centers Sam Lee, murdered banker whose ghost. And this says that it was made. That it was a screenplay by Bruce Joel Rubin.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Screenplay's fine. All right, so when would we leave off on? That was Ghost.
Ghost
is original. Okay, Ghost is original. I'll put it on the list.
Yep, Ghost original.
All right, 14 is Beauty and the Beast.
Nope, it's a prior book.
Beauty and the Beast is a book?
Yeah, man, guaranteed. Are you fact checking me right now?
Yeah, I'm fact checking your ass.
Go for it, man. Remember who you're talking to. This is my bread and butter. I might not be good looking. I might not have a good body, but I fucking know my movies. And I know.
Fairy tale influenced by ancient Greek stories such as Cupid and Psyche from the Golden Ass.
Whoa.
By Lucius Apulus. Okay, well, I don't know.
There it is.
Whatever. If you take like Greek influences on things, then it's like, I mean, everything's based on either the Bible or World War II. So it's like, I'm gonna say Beauty and the Beast, then asterisk.
Asterisk. So okay, I agree with that. I'll go for it. I like that you went Bible and World War II, the two things that influence everything.
That's influenced every single piece of
everything.
Fiction.
Piece of literature ever.
All right, so that was that. Number 13, Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think that's original.
I love that comedies are actually cracking the top movies. I feel like I didn't see any of those really.
Yeah, because people wanted to laugh back in the day.
No, there's some coming up in this list I'm really surprised about.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, really, it's...
Mrs. Doubtfire's got to be original.
Nope, it's, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine?
Oh,
what is that?
No.
Like
it isn't original.
No, there's no way there's a book from the 60s.
There is.
And then the character's like, oh, hey, I'm wearing a dress. I got big little titties. I got big titties. I'm like,
I got a little vagina.
It's just written in scripture.
But funny story, based on a 1987 novel, Alias Madame Doubtfire.
What?
Oh, it was a novel.
Oh my God.
Known as in the United States in 87, written by an English author for a teenage and young adult audience. This novel is based on a family with divorced parents, well received upon its publications in the UK. Nope, can't do it. It's
God damn it.
dude.
All right.
Mrs. Doubtfire. And the
Breaking my
picture.
heart.
Here, let me show you the picture that is for this.
If it looks like
there it is. Boop.
if it looks like Robin Williams, I'm gonna lose my mind. It looks
Kinda.
it looks just like Robin Williams.
Just like Robin.
Oh hey ho! Look at this tiny, look at this tiny big scarf. A little tiny, look at my little tiny penis under this big white dress.
I got me my green boots on. Whoa!
Okay, well, Miss Doubtfire, you
R.I.P. R.I.P. Robin
you hurt
Williams,
me
because
today.
you are the man. He is like, he named his daughter Zelda, which is dope. Yeah, he's a big old gamer. Good for him.
All right, next up is The Lost World Jurassic Park.
Based on Robert Cronkite's novel, or whatever that guy's name is. What is the...
Walter Cronkite's, yeah. Walter Cronkite wrote Jurassic Park.
No.
So is Jurassic Park not an original thing either?
Oh, it was a book.
Ugh.
Jurassic Park writer. Michael Crichton. My bad.
Okay, so Jurassic Park's not going to make the cut.
When did he make the book though? Was it like Harry Potter? Did he make the book?
What does it say?
Really? I'm gonna look now.
Oh, November 1990. So yeah,
It was close. Wow. When was the movie? 91, 92?
93. So it took about 3 years.
93? 3 years for production though, because he probably had to get somebody to pick it up, or the idea was out there. I don't know. Asterisk it. Tell you the truth, I would asterisk it.
Okay.
If it's the original,
but
original Jurassic Park.
But it doesn't count as an original movie.
No, it doesn't, because it was a book 3 years. That's why that asterisk goes into play.
Okay, now get this one.
Uh-oh.
Number 11 from 1996 is, I love this movie, Twister.
Me too. Great movie.
Great movie. I would not have thought it'd be this high on the list, though.
I believe it. It was. Do you know why? Because everybody saw it in the movie theater, because it was one of the few movies that was fully Dolby certified. It was when Dolby 5.1, they started to really use that surround sound.
Yeah.
I saw that in the movie theater, dude. I remember it fucking blowing my mind with how like loud it was. And I was like, whoa, great movie.
Great movie.
Loved it.
R.I.P.
Love when
Bill
they talk about Bill Paxton, man, where they're talking about how he got naked and he was drunk and he went up to the fucking Twister with his bottle of like whatever Jack Daniels and he threw it up in the Twister and it never hit the ground. that's like my favorite line of that whole thing. What a great movie. That
Great
is.
movie. I gotta go back and watch that one.
Me too. We should watch it on my projector. We'll throw it out there.
Okay.
That would be fun. Movie night on that.
Yeah.
That is a hidden gem movie. I like that movie. I'm glad that's one of your favorites too. That's one of mine. I like them.
CJ, kill your stream share that you're doing right now.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
All right, next up is Toy Story 2.
No, well, we already put one in there.
Yeah,
so.
is Toy Story already on there? Yeah, it is. Okay.
But Toy Story 2 wouldn't count because it's
number 9 is Men in Black. That has to be an original.
Yeah, has to.
Based on The Men in Black by Lowell Cunningham. Oh my god. No, it's a fucking.
It's a book. It is a comic book. Well, and that's an old looking comic book.
That's an old comic book. Okay, I guess it does not make the
Men in Black list. Does not make the cut.
But I think there's enough original material there that like it stands on its own.
It's from an existing.
Like
thing,
I don't think what made it successful. Everyone was like, oh, finally a Men in Black.
The comic book.
Yeah.
Asterisk it, but I would tell you this is a fine line we're now crossing.
Yeah. By the way, we're stacking so many under the 90s right now. It's not even funny compared to the other ones.
Oh, yeah, because like I said, it's a fucking. We live in an unoriginal time. Play that Bill Maher music. Unoriginal time. Unoriginal time.
Number 8 is Home Alone. And
Is that even a movie?
I think that's it's definitely a movie.
No, I mean, is that original?
I think it's a documentary. I'm pretty sure it just actually happened.
Who was the guy that...
The Wikipedias, it'll show you if it was based on something, if you pull up the Wikipedia page. And I'm not seeing anything for Home... I think Home Alone's an original thing.
Who was it? John Hughes wrote it? Yeah, I think Home Alone was an original thing.
Yeah, John Hughes wrote it.
Yep, I'd tell you that's good.
Okay, next up is The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense?
I think that's original.
That's gotta be original. That's an M. Night Shyamalan thing, man. No, I think it's original.
Yeah, it's original. Yeah, it's M. Night's.
Yeah,
it was written
go
by,
for it. He did that. Nope, that's
he wrote
original.
it himself. Yeah. Wow, it's like right up there. He's
and
cracked
it's
the top
a
10.
twist. It's a twist. Wow.
Bruce Willis was a pedophile the whole time.
Turns out he wasn't dead. He just like looking at children.
He just really wanted to hang out with children. Number 6 is Independence Day.
That's an original. That has to be too.
I could see that being a book or a comic book. Yeah, I think it's written by Dean Devlin.
Also called the 4th of July. Oh no, this is about the Independence.
You just pulled up the actual holiday.
Where did the idea of Independence Day, the movie, come from? The idea of the film came when Emmerich and Devlin were in Europe promoting their film Stargate. A reporter asked Emmerich why he made a film with content like Stargate if he did not believe in aliens. And that's how that went through.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Independence Day clears it, so they make the list.
Clears it, yep.
Number 5 is Forrest Gump.
Dude, Forrest Gump has to be original too.
I was thinking I could see that being I could see it being a book. Yeah, based on Forrest Gump by Winston Groom. Forrest Gump is a 1986 novel by Winston Groom.
Nope. Get rid of it, Forrest Gump. Can't do it.
Yep.
Sorry about that, Bubba Gump.
Sorry,
Won't be prudent.
Bubba Gump, Bubba Shrimp. No Bubba Shrimp on this one.
You didn't get shot in the butt. Hey, LBR, I gotta pee.
All right, Lieutenant Dan. Let's get it going. Number 4 is The Lion King. That has some controversy where it seemed like it was based on like a Chinese it was like based off a Chinese animation. They wanted to buy it from this Chinese media company and they refused to do it, so they just like made their own and called it The Lion King. But
yeah, this says
I think in terms of a storyline, I think it's I don't know. I think it clears it. It's not like there's like another Lion King. Like
yeah, I would say that it clears it.
All right, number 3 is Jurassic Park, but you said that's a book.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. That's a book. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jurassic Park was number 3, 1993. Number 2 was Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Obviously, that's based off Star Wars.
Yep.
And number 1, wow, James Cameron killing it in 2 decades. Number 1 is Titanic. The story is original. I mean, obviously, it's based on the Titanic.
The story's original. Yeah.
Which
I would tell you, it goes back to what we talked about with World War II. You did your research on World War II, but you made a movie out of the deal. I would say I would go for it.
Yeah, so unless that's very specific story of like a third
Unless
class,
that was a real story. Did that really happen?
That a guy painted a chick and then fucked her. I mean, probably. But,
No, I'm not saying that.
that's what I've been getting up to this week. I've been painting chicks and making futile attempts to have sex with them. I paint him as a stick figure though, so it's not helping. Yeah, it's an original story.
Yep, yeah, because it says Jack and Rose, the main characters in 1997 movie Titanic, weren't real. Like all films based on a true story, the movie added its own fictional elements to the historical events. If it adds their own fictional elements to historical events, sure, I would say it's its own thing.
Okay, so I think this has done a good job of proving. So that was it. So James Cameron killed it 2 decades. His number one in the 90s was Titanic, and then he was number one in the 2000s with Avatar. So that's why he's raising the bar, as South Park says.
I will tell you right now, though, I don't know. Just look at the difference. How many did we get in the 90s, and how many did we get in the 2000s? We got one.
In the 90s,
between 2000s and 2010s, we got one.
Yeah. In the 90s alone, we have. I mean, some of these are debatable, but like the list is like Liar Liar, Dance with Wolves, Toy Story, Armageddon, Austin Powers, Saving Private Ryan, Ghost, Beauty and the Beast, Jurassic Park is no, Twister, Home Alone, Sixth Sense, Independence Day, The Lion King, Titanic, right? And then 2010s, you have I have these labeled incorrectly. 2010s, you have Finding Nemo.
Then that's the original.
But then you can also argue Avatar, Shrek, and Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's 4 out of like the 15 in the 90s.
4 out of 25 and 25, 50 movies. Dude. Fuck.
Oh, so yeah. So that was the 2000s, right? So that was the 2000s. And then the 2010s, it's just Frozen. There's one. So in the last 12 years, there's been one original.
And that's asterisks too, because the first one never hit it. So
because it never, the first one never cracked the top 25.
Well, that is some buffoonery.
So this whole thing started with me asking the question: has there been like an original, like hugely successful original movie?
Nope.
I think I opened it up to franchise, but if we're going with the original question, has there been a big original like movie in the last 20 years? It kind of seems like the answer is no, with the exception of like Finding Nemo.
With the exception.
Yeah,
Finding Nemo's the only one.
But then once you get in the 90s, it's like
90s,
half the list is original.
Slaying it, dude, slaying it.
So I mean, yeah, it's like it's probably like an overwrought thing, but it, like
people.
It's just fucking plod out. The 90s plod out with original content.
And that's why we're so spoiled, and like now we get non-original shit. Which I know the argument's there.
I think we hit the apex of that, and then now it's just like all these sequels and like these things that are based on. It's like emotionally manipulative and like
it is, and that's what
I think people are starting to catch on to it, and so I think we're on the cusp, and we're about to see an adverse reaction to it.
So you're going to say like almost like a noir renaissance period of movies, where everything's fucking crazy.
I'm talking black and white. I'm talking fedoras.
God, I'm hoping
shades, shadows on your face.
I'm hoping that they just do something better. They need to. If you hear that, Hollywood, figure your shit out. And that's another reason, like, we'll talk about Kevin Smith. He's doing Clerks 3. And it's like, you're using something. Please don't mess it up. Please keep it to what needs to. So I'm not saying Jay and Silent Bob reboot was there, but don't fuck it up. Come on, Kevin Smith. Don't fucking He-Man this one.
And we just like to make a personal outreach to Kevin Smith right now. Dude, if you're watching, we hope to God you are, Kevin. Please don't mess up Clerks 3.
And it's not that I love Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith. And he's got a lot of cool shit, and he's got a great story with his life, but please don't screw it up. Please just let it happen and make it right. Okay. Don't fuck it up.
All right, I think we'll end the podcast on that
Smith.
Note. Guys, thanks so much for watching.
#Smogcast. Let's let him know that we just Mallrats 2 needs to happen, and let's go from there. Or
And what the
Dogma
fuck
2.
bring back He-Man while we're at it. While we're talking to you, Kevin
Where
Smith.
is
Where the
yeah?
fuck is
Bring
He-Man?
back He-Man.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Subscribe to our channel. There's a link to join our Discord in the description below. So hit us up. Come say hi to us on
Yep.
Discord. Let us know what kind of things you'd like to see us talk about on the show. Hopefully, we can start doing these a little bit more regularly. I think it'd be an easy just like
Contribute.
Tuesday video
Yeah.
to get up. You know.
Contribute to what we're talking about. Let's get. It turns out YouTube really likes the algorithm of people talking to us, and we need more than me and Bunk Beezy and West talking in our stuff. Just drop a fucking line, people.
And
Let's
listen,
make this channel grow.
I'm sure at some point in the last segment, one of us probably said something that was incorrect. And if you've been bursting at the cranial vein to correct us on the internet, go ahead and just leave a comment right in our comment section because we'll take that engagement.
Any engagement will do. Movie poop shoot. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, guys. See you next time. Later.
Yeah.